after a fight. If this ain't your girl after a fight or something big or major after a L, hey, she ain't the one, cuz. She ain't the one. If this ain't your girl right here after an L, she ain't the one.
Women would never
What
rule this world.
Beyonce say,
Let me tell you, Beyonce with her man. While a lot of y'all are single and ain't with nobody.
I ain't single.
And while y'all sitting there at home looking for yourselves, having all these moments with yourself, talking about you don't need no man when you do need somebody, because the human race need each other. We need people, or you gonna die.
A few moments later.
But I wasn't talking about the need for each other. I was talking about women who run the world, girls.
Deontay Wilder is a championship boxer, not very skilled, but very entertaining and very powerful in his prime. And he's lost quite a few matches over his past few. And I do believe that the second loss to Tyson Fury destroyed his confidence in himself. But boxing is the least of his concerns right now, because though he has dedicated a lot of his life to boxing, boxing has paid him very well. He has received quite the benefits from being a boxer. But the relationship he's been in with Telli Swift is the one area that so many athletes mess up in and so many entertainers mess up in. I tell you men all the time, if your woman isn't with you on your grind up, she's never your woman. She just wants to be a beneficiary to whatever financial benefits you have coming. I don't care who she is. I don't care where she's from. Unless she is a woman that has not been attached to any other man, you don't stand a chance in making something happen with her that she's going to be as invested in as you are. Now, I'll say this. She did hold it in the road and stand there with egg on her face as he was getting knocked out. Wiped him down, rubbed him down, and that's all she could have done. But when a woman realizes that the source of revenue for you is over, if that's what she's with you for, she's out. And this is what Deontay Wilder is dealing with right now.
Girl, but understand, men rule this world. Women would never rule this world. Let me tell you, Beyonce with her man. While a lot of y'all are single and ain't with nobody.
I ain't single.
And while y'all sitting there at home looking for yourselves, having all these moments with yourself, talking about you don't need no man when you do need somebody, because the human race need each other. We need people, or you gonna die.
Cheers.
You gonna die before you gonna have a slow, miserable death. Talking about you don't need nobody. We need each other, just like water. Just like plants need water. We need each other. We need that affection, that physical touch, that affirmation from each other. Absolutely. We need that confirmation, that feeling of you love me and I love you, and I ain't loving you. You don't have the same equal amount of love. We need that energy, being on the same frequency with each other.
But I wasn't talking about the need for each other. I was talking about women who run the world, girls. That's what I was talking about.
But you gotta be realistic. You gotta be real. You gotta be real. I love, and you know, I'm for my women. I'm for women empowerment. But women will never rule the world. Why? Although y'all outnumber us in numbers, but y'all will never rule the world, because y'all can't even stay in the same room with each other without getting jealous of each other, without envying each other, and you know it.
I love women.
Women, I know I'm right. I know. Let me drink some more. Women would never rule the world because y'all envy each other. Y'all get jealous of each other so quickly that y'all will never be able to come together. All that shit sound good and great, and I'm for women. You know, our daughters, we teach them to be able to be independent, don't need nothing. But when it comes on talking about uniting women, empowering and coming together, that'll never happen.
Well, I choose to disagree. I think women are more organized. I think they're more strategic when it comes to stuff. I think men. Let me finish, babe.
But when they come a group with y'all together, y'all can't work with each other because y'all get jealous of each other.
I feel like everyone's different one. I feel like, yes, there's times where women get jealous of each other, just like men get jealous of each other.
But y'all numbers are bigger. Y'all could easily rule the world. But because of the matter of the fact that goes in there, where y'all get jealous of each other, y'all will break apart. You ain't gonna be able to do it like that. That's why men rule the world. But we need y'all. We need you now. Come on, you're very important.
Y'all know how relationships work, right?
You.
Relationships work. Relationships work when it ends. Where the compromise starts when you say, you know what, babe, you right. that's where it ends, and that's where you give it to them, right?
No. See, I'm a Libra though. You feel me? I don't want to get I'm right unless I know I'm right. I'm a straightforward.
I'm agreeing with you.
You know.
Now I want to play a clip for y'all where the feminism that this woman purports to be involved in comes out in her conversation, and she's slyly disrespectful, and she's making a mockery of this man and using him as the butt of her jokes in front of another group of women as he sits and debates with her on the topic of who's more important, men or women. If a woman ever tells you that she's more important than you and girls run the world and all of that foolishness, you had better make sure she's just a random woman you know in passing, because if she's the woman that you have in your life, she is letting you know at that point that she is with you for the money, for the fame, and whatever else she can attain. Now, I don't want y'all to be of the mindset that whatever a woman wants, you got to give it to her, because nothing could be further from the truth. That's just not true. And I don't want you guys to feel like that's what you have to do or that's what you have to be a part of. But the reality of the situation is, a woman that's with you for the money, she's never gonna start suddenly liking you for you. She doesn't respect you because she believes you know she's with you for the money. And if a woman is with you for the money, there's really nothing you can do. Like, she's gonna be with you for the money. You can have access to the woman, you can have access to her beauty, you can have access to her booty, but you will never have access to the parts of that woman that are gonna make her stay with you through thick and thin. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If the broad ain't gonna stay with me through the thin, she can't be with me through the thick, dog. And that's real. So that's why I don't give a woman nothing. I don't give a woman nothing. A woman got to prove to me that she's with me for me. Yes, she can put on an act, but I need to know it for sure. And the only way for me to know it for sure is if I put enough time and space between me meeting her and greeting her and freaking her to know that she's in it to win it before I even begin doing anything for her. Now, I'm not saying I won't ever do anything for a woman, but in the beginning, dog, I'm not finna wine and dine no woman I just met. That's why I don't do the dating game. I'm not finna meet you and then look at you and say, baby, you so bad, you so fine, I'm finna go spend my money on you. For what? Who are you? I'm me. I don't know who you are. So the bottom line is, when you see a man like Deontay Wilder and several of these other guys, man, they get into these situations with these women, man, that were never there, and they won't hold you down. If a woman ain't there, man, when you grinding up, bro, this is how you're gonna be winding up. With that woman belling. She saw when he first lost the first Tyson Fury fight, he was going to get a rematch and possibly be a champion again. He lost the second Tyson Fury fight. She figured he could be a champion again. This last fight, when he was knocked out, she ain't stand, brother. You can look at her demeanor, look at her body language, look at who she is. She's an IG thought model, dog. She doesn't want to be married. She wants to be taken care of. And at the moment where you can't take care of her, she ain't rocking with you no more. And here's the thing. A woman who's after validation and popularity, the money ain't the only thing for her. She wants you to have some money and some fame. And if you don't have that, brother, she gone. And I want you men to understand, man, you never let a woman come into your life and put her on a pedestal of importance after you done grind up and got everything together in your life. If she wasn't there, man, listen, if she wasn't with you shooting in the gym, if she wasn't with you at the pool taking a swim, if she wasn't out there in the tree climber, man, cutting up them limbs, I don't care what you do in life. If the woman wasn't there from the beginning, dog, she got to earn everything she get. Her mere presence ain't enough for you to put in this situation. And what Deontay Wilder is finding out is that you can never wife up a 304. It don't matter who she is. It don't matter how reformed she is. If she's ever lived her life as a 304. You can never wife her up because she's always going to be a 304 to the core, man. She can play the good girl, but only if you present her a good world. She'll be whoever you want her to be until she sees that you can't meet her needs. And this woman right here has a need to be with a man that's popular, be with the man that's at the top. And these IG thigh models, bro, they'd rather be by themselves if they can't find a man that's at the top like that. They're leeches. They want to take everything you have, not just your finances, not just your romances, but they want to take your dignity. They want to take your self-respect. These women want you to respect them more than you respect yourself. And then when you do that, they won't respect you for doing it. So as far as boxing goes, I hear a rumor that Deontay Wilder is going to get another championship fight, man. I don't know if it's a fight worth taking. I think he should just fall back, man, because this is what Mike Tyson looked like. Once he started getting put on his back, he just was never the same anymore. This is what Roy Jones looked like. Once he started getting put on his back, he just was never the same anymore. And I say Roy Jones because what I'm seeing with Deontay Wilder is a little bit more familiar and a little bit more in tune and online with what Roy Jones did. He went up in size and then got back small. He had lost everything he had. Deontay Wilder went down in size. He lost his power. He got a little bit quicker, but quickness is for boxers. He's not a boxer. He's a brawler. Size and power, that's for brawlers. So I want y'all to understand, man, I think it's over, and I don't want to see this guy get knocked senseless and end up like Muhammad Ali, because right now, man, them boys putting heavy hands on him, and he ain't able to defend himself, and he ain't able to offend himself either. You know what I'm saying? His defense is horrible, and his offense has gotten just as bad. So I hope he gets out of the ring, man, and tries to do something else with the money that he does have and with the prestige and reach that he does have. Start training some of these young boys, man. Tell them the pitfalls, because it's over for you, dog. You don't get whooped like this, man, by these guys that we ain't never heard of before, you know, in the large scale of boxing, the large scheme of boxing, man. And then you come back, bro. Ain't no coming back from this, man. You know what I'm saying? Your championship days are over. They just over, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I say that keeping in mind that you have been drained so much by this woman. If you can get your energy back that you had, man, that this woman drained from you, then maybe there's a chance. But in the meantime, brother, you're going to be in bad shape, man. And this is a sad situation for a brother to be in, man. And I don't like it. And I know you guys don't like it either. But this is what these guys choose. They choose to be with these scallywags, man. And all the scallywag trying to do is grab the bag, dog. That's all she wants. When the bag goes, she goes. Because that's all a scallywag knows. All right. I'm done with this one. Like this video on your way out if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, click that notification bell. Make sure your notifications are on so you can be alerted to when I upload some more of this Prism of the Ism. And as always, Alpha's up, Beta's down. Peace.